It's mean, vindictive, and brutal.
Tonight, a new bill making its way through the state legislature is sparking concern among criminal defense attorneys and Knox County's juvenile judge.
House Bill 1029 would send a number of kids straight to adult court instead of starting them in juvenile court. 10 News reporter Grace King explains why lawmakers proposed the bill, and we are hearing tonight from critics as well. Grace.
Lieutenant Governor Randy McNally says violent crime is out of control in Tennessee and that lawmakers must change the process so criminal gangs can no longer use young people for violence with impunity. Critics, however, feel this proposal could break the system.
It's going to have a big difference both logistically and for the administration of justice in our courts.
Republican lawmakers want more juveniles to be tried as adults.
Some crimes committed by juveniles are so heinous that they should be treated the same as adult crimes.
A new proposal would require every 17-year-old to first appear in adult criminal court.
This does not just apply to the worst of the worst charged children.
The same rule applies to 14 to 16-year-olds who commit crimes including rape, aggravated robbery, kidnapping, carjacking, and more.
We're going to toss all those kids to those adult court judges who aren't trained or don't have the experience to deal with juveniles.
In a hearing Tuesday, Representative Mary Littleton blamed a Memphis juvenile court judge with a reputation against transferring kids.
Just last month, the Shelby County DA had 41 petitions against juveniles and only 3 were granted.
She says that shouldn't be the case.
The purpose of this legislation is to hold violent juveniles accountable for their actions to promote public safety.
The Knox County Public Defender's Office declined to comment. However, they estimated 270 area juveniles would have started in criminal court last year based on this proposal. That's far more than the 3 juveniles that were transferred to adult court in that same time frame.
It will require a hearing, it will require evidence, it will require the judge to issue a written order. It will absolutely be burdensome.
Attorney Jonathan Cooper is worried about what's in the bill and what isn't.
It's unfortunate to see that the lack of focus on rehabilitation is being removed from this statute.
He says juvenile court is supposed to work differently.
The most charges against children are for misdemeanors and minor offenses. And those are usually handled informally, sometimes without judicial intervention.
Plus, the criminal court system is still behind from pandemic delays.
And now they're trying to rush trials in order to take care of that backlog, while at the same time having things like this new statute being proposed to dump a bunch of juveniles into a justice system that can barely keep up with what it's got right now.
Juvenile court judge Tim Irwin declined to be on camera, but said the legislation is a bad idea. The sheriff's office would have more responsibility, too.
They have to follow the law, which requires that any juvenile defendant is kept separate visually and audibly from any adult inmate.
House Speaker Cameron Sexton says the current process isn't working and it's time to tackle this issue. Lieutenant Governor McNally says if the bill creates a need for additional housing, transportation, or capacity, they can address that. He says the safety of our citizens is worth the price. We also reached out to Sheriff Tom Spangler for his thoughts, but have not yet heard back.
Grace, thank you.